Hello everyone, I'm Yeti from BUVU Gaming, and today we are back in Garden Paws. Let's just pop off a few things here. Do I have room for these? Yes, no. What was that that went in there? I have no idea. I was trying to get rid of these, but I have so many. Potentially there's some in there. Yes, and there we go. Okay. Oh, I have a whole bunch of butterflies as well. Let's all look at that. I do like that when I see it all popping in like that. I thought I had... Oh, it's because I don't have any other ones. Of course, that's why I didn't go in there. But there we go. So these are... We have 6 already of the wings. And we can actually get this one and this one as well. Oh, nice. But let's wait with that. But we are moving along. I'm also really looking forward to that one. I haven't seen that much. I wonder if some of them... I don't know for sure, but I have this feeling that some of them might be dependent on the season, because there's some that I haven't really seen much, and I think it might be because they are only around in a certain season, or only maybe 2 seasons or something, but I don't know, don't take my word for it. But for instance, this one I don't feel like I have seen much at all. So I'm kind of pondering if maybe it's because it's, you know, based on the colors, it could maybe be an autumn butterfly or something. Maybe there's even this one I also haven't seen much. Maybe there's a winter butterfly. I don't know. It would be kind of cool if it was like that, but it of course also makes it harder to collect them, and it means that you may have to kind of focus on trying to actually catch the certain ones when you finally do see them, right? But there are so many to collect, and eventually it's just something that can be a focus, you know, later in the game. When you have most of the other ones, then you can kind of start focusing and say, okay, every time I see this butterfly, I just have to catch it, right? But anyway, what else do I have? I have a few flowers and stuff here. Let's pop that off, and then you need to go in here. Got some plant fiber seeds, and you are gonna go in there, and then we have some fruits. Okay, so now all of that is emptied out, and then what I actually want to do today, which was not really my plan, but it is just gonna be, it wasn't when I ended the last video, which I actually recorded earlier today, because now I'm on a Garden Paws binge here, is that I want to tame some bunnies. That is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little bit of bulk taming. There's not that many bunnies on this map. I think maybe there's around a handful. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't really counted them, but that's what we're gonna try and do, and then start taming them all. Because we're gonna have to do it kind of in batches. We have to tame a lot of bunnies over time, and it might be a good idea to just kind of get started on it. I do have a bunny habitat that we're using currently, where we have our 6 bunnies. But eventually I am gonna need more than one, because I already have 5 different colors. We have the 2 of the Easter bunnies, I think it's a blue and a purple one. We have the black and white one we got from the museum, and of course we have a brown and a white one. And once we get into taming, we're gonna get more colors, and there are at least 1 or 2. Is it 2? I think there's 4 different from the Easter event. So that will already bring us to, we can only have 6 in one of these habitats, right? So we're gonna have to need at least 1 more habitat to store them all, if I want them all in habitats. But I'm thinking we are gonna make eventually 2 of these, I think. So we're gonna place 1 over here, and then 1 over behind me somewhere, because otherwise I have to pick them up and move them. I don't have enough wood, but at least we can get 1 of them made now. It's not really that expensive. I think it's around 60 something wood or something to make 1 of these. Because otherwise I have to pick it up, and then I have to move it when we go somewhere else, because I don't want to bring the bunnies through the river and everything. But look at that, we have so many carrots, so I think we are pretty good. We're gonna bring 2 stacks. I don't think we're gonna need that many. 1 stack is enough for 7 bunnies, right? It's 7 days that you have to tame them, so what is 7 times 7? That should be 49, right? And then I still have another 7 here, which actually, because we're gonna have to tame so many bunnies eventually, so I think we're just gonna start making some seeds, and then we're also gonna start planting some of them, but kind of just start building up a stock here, because we do have 3 seeds there. but we're gonna need so many, and of course we can also harvest them out in the world. But here's why we're gonna need it. It's gonna be the same for most of the other animals, but if you look at it here, bunny tamer, you're a friend to all bunnies, tame 50, then there's one for 100, and then there's one for 250 bunnies. I don't know if I'm gonna go for 250 in this series. I'm gonna do it myself eventually. We might do it in the series way towards the end, try and get this finished off, but it's not really my objective for the series itself. But this one I definitely want, because once you get the legendary bunny tamer, and the same goes for some of the other animals, is that then there's a legendary version, a legendary mount that will spawn in the world. I do believe there's one for the bunny. I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure. But you can see it's called legendary bunny tamer, and it's the same for most of them. There's like a legendary fox. There's even some special fox, like a kitsune fox, that will also spawn, I think, even before you can get the legendary one. There's also a legendary chicken. I think there's a legendary beetle as well. I'm not quite sure, because I've always started over before I really got into this. But the deal is that once you complete one of these, like it's usually the one with around 100, then there's a 1% chance, or maybe it's higher for these ones, that it will spawn in the world each day. So each day there's a chance that this legendary one will spawn, and I think it's over or out on the special islands where we can find all the special flowers, right? I think that's the area they can spawn in, but I don't really know. I've heard a little bit of details about it here and there over time. And there's also another legendary that we're gonna have to try and get eventually. But before we go for that, we are gonna need to get the stable, right? But for that, we're gonna have to keep an eye out for which I think has like a 1%, or maybe it's even a 0.1%, but it's a very low chance of a rainbow in the sky. And if there's a rainbow in the sky, this legendary will spawn. I think it's always spawns if the rainbow is there, but I never really look for the rainbow. But once we have a stable and we need to have some legendary feed, we're gonna have to make sure we have that sitting around in a chest, and then keep an eye out for the rainbow every day, so that we can go and get that special legendary. But I do believe for the legendary feed we also need carrots, and we need we need some special stuff. What is it? Okay, we need bird feed, so we need wheat. That's not a big problem, but it is a reason that I would like to, make some of this at least once we get, some of these achievements ticked off. So there's a chance that we'll have a legendary spawning in the world, or once we get the stable and we can start looking out for the rainbows, then I'm definitely gonna want to have some of this sitting around in a chest, so I'm ready to just grab it and bring it with me, or eventually once the other legendaries might spawn in the world, then maybe carry it with me or something like that. I don't know how it works with for instance, the chicken legendary. I don't know if you have to bring it, where you have to bring it, if you have to bring that to a chicken coop, or if you have to bring it to a stable because it's a mount, unlike the other chickens, or how that works. I only know the special one with the rainbow is, you need a stable for that to actually tame it. So we can't tame it until we get a stable. And of course you need this feed for all the legendary animals. So there's a whole bunch of stuff with that, but that is one reason why I really want to get started on taming the carrots, the bunnies, because we need to tame so many, and there's only a few. Like I said, I think there's around a handful on this map. Of course you can do this where you just tame and sleep and tame and sleep and tame and sleep. I don't really want to do that at this point in the game. Or you can go to another world and do it, because, or at least that's what people say. So I assume these achievements are tied to the character and not actually to the world. That must be how it works. If you can go to another world, because I know some people do that. They go into another world, start it up, and then they just sleep and tame and sleep and tame, so that they can tame animals really, really fast without impacting the world that they actually play in. So that's one way you can do it. But I kind of want to do it the right way, or whatever you would call it. It's not really right. You should do whatever you think is fun, but kind of, you know, make it as part of this world that I want to at least get the first 100 from here. And that means I need to start taming them, because there's still a long way off to, like, if there's only 5 bunnies, that's another 18 times 7 days that we have to tame them to get to 100. So that's quite a lot, right? And it's a lot of carrots that we're gonna need. If you want the 250 carrots or the 250 bunnies, that's what is that, 1750 carrots to tame all of those. Yep. Okay, so enough ramble about that. Let's just get going. I know there's a couple of bunnies over here, and then there's some over on the other side. So let's see which ones we can find. So there's one there and there's one there. I think that they're the only ones on this side. Because it's a little bit different. I do believe there are more bunnies on the old map. But where did I say the other one was? Where were you? Up on the hill, I think. So I think we're just going to put this right here, so we have it ready, and then we're going to make one to put over on the other side as well, because we're going to eventually do a lot of this. So let's just get started. So that's you. I don't think there are any more out here. Let's just double check, but I don't think so. I don't remember seeing any. Not that I usually look out for the bunnies that much when I'm running around, but yeah. Okay, so now we have started with you. I have to know how many there are, so I remember to count them every day. Didn't I just see a second? Oh, it's because you're in the water. That's why I can't see you. Oh man, this is going to go so bad. I'm going to forget some of them, but that's why I want to make sure to count them. So there's 2 on this side, right? And then we're going to go over on the other side and check here where I actually think there's also one in the water here. But I do remember that from earlier. Somewhere, yeah, this one, which is easy to miss as well. So that's number 3. And then we have a little brown one here. That's number 4. And then is it down? No, I think maybe it's on the other side. No, there is one down there, because that's one of the ones I tamed. So that was number 5, this one. So maybe there's 6 bunnies in total that you can tame at once on this map. There should be one more here. Yes. Okay, so 6 bunnies. But you can see that's going to take us a while to get to 100 when we only have 10 tamed so far. I think those are the only ones. I might have missed one somewhere, but I don't think so. I think those are what that is, right? Yeah, not really seeing any other ones. Okay, so that's gonna be our objective, because we're taming the dog anyway, so I figured, you know, let's just do it. Oh, nice! Got some more carrots. Oh, that's a good thing. Okay, no quest from you. But now I'm gonna have to try and stay focused on that. I have to remember to tame the bunnies every day and run out here and do a little bit of that. So, yeah, that's gonna be one objective. We're not gonna be doing it all the time, but you know, I would like to at least tame a couple of batches each year or something to kind of just make a little bit of progress over time. So we don't have to do all of it when we're in like year, I don't know, 7, 8, 10 something. Hey guys. Okay, so that was that. So that means 1 stack is actually enough for us to carry around. That should get all of those tamed. I don't have, I'm gonna need more wood. I was thinking I could snap some of these, but I don't even have enough wood anyway to make this. So let's just wait with it. What do we need? We need some of this. Let's skip the milking again. I need to get into the habit of doing that again, but for now let's just skip it. Let's skip it and grab this. Oh, I do want this though. Oh. Okay, and there's no goodies from you. No. Let's grab this as well. Okay, that's the thing, when I break things up and do things in a different order than I usually do, then I get so confused. Wow, okay, it's shop already opening soon. Okay, cool. Well, let's put that in there. Of course, now there's always the chance that I'm going to do an auto deposit here, and then I end up depositing my carrots, but we're going to have to try and carry that with us. Let's do this, and let's put you in there as well. And then we're gonna go over here, and what was it I needed? 10 purple cosmos and blue hydrangeas. Okay. So how much have you guys worked on that with all the taming stuff? I haven't really done a huge amount of it, clearly. Those of you who've been following the series, but I do a little bit every now and then and try and make a little progress on it. Yeah, okay, let's put you in there and then you in there. Yes. And you, okay. Then we needed purple cosmos. Huh? No. Oh, it's here. Okay, well, let's grab these. So at least we can do that one quest. And then we needed to talk to Sammy, right, about the fruit tree seed maker. He wanted to think about that overnight, I think. Okay, let's grab this. So Mr. Mooney and Captain Conrad. Is that everything I need to do here? I think it is for the time being. So let's head over here. Let's make sure to get some more wood, because we are going to need it for all those plaster walls and stuff. But then we can make those next time. Yep. And let's see what you have to say. I'm so upset. I can't get the seed maker to work. I accidentally broke it last night. It's not my fault. It wasn't working right, so I kicked it. But that made it worse. I'm going to go back to selling regular seeds. Here, you can have what's left of it. Maybe Frank can repair it. You can't see it, but it looks like you have a little bit of red-headed timber like I do. Don't see any red hair on him, but it does sound like it. These smell great. I'll have these shipped off tonight or maybe tomorrow. Here's your coin. Nice, 1400. Oh, we just need what? 72, and then we have enough for that chicken coop. Let's grab another carrot. I almost skipped it. Trying to pick it up and then I jump over it. That's a good idea. Let's grab you. Grab this. Yep, there we go. Oh, now the game is doing that thing again, where it kind of sounds a little bit like you're in a room or something. It has this like a little bit of an echoey sound or something. Or like it's hollow, or I don't know how to describe it, but sometimes it does. It's really weird. It's something that started after they did the last kind of update with the, oh boy. Game, will you please port me somewhere? I'm stuck. I got stuck. Oh, maybe I can, oh, I got out. Yes, okay. Repair what? Oh, the fruit tree seed maker. No, I won't be able to build another one. It took a special part that I don't have the resources for. If we really want it, I can try to build another one, but I'll need 1 gold bar. That's not too bad. We're definitely going to have to experiment with this. I'll need 10 rope if you have it. Okay, well, all of that is something we can definitely get. But let's make sure to make a little visit through the town, and then... there we go. Make sure to pet the dog, right? That's very important that we get that sorted out. I don't know what to call that sound, but it's something that happened after they updated the audio with some new music and stuff. Then sometimes it just sounds weird. You know, kind of like if you're in a big hallway or something and you're talking, and you can hear that it's in Danish we would say it's højt til loftet, which means that the ceiling is kind of high up, right? So it just makes the sound when you're talking, so you can kind of hear it. I can hear it when my mom is with her visiting her boyfriend. Then at his place there's like, it's højt til loftet. The ceiling is kind of higher up than in most houses, and I can always hear when she's there compared to her own place, because of the room she's in. Even if we're just talking on the phone, I can just hear it. And it's kind of the same deal here. It makes the same sound or changes the sound in some way at some points. There we go. Okay, so now we got all of that. We got the dog pitted. And then we definitely need more wood, right? So we are gonna go over here. What are we doing with... oh, the plaster walls and everything. Of course, that's what we need for Sierra. I was about to say, what is it that we need for her to continue with that? Because I saw the house over there that is kind of half finished. But of course, that is what we need. So let's grab some more wood. And then we're gonna make a little visit over here. Oh, sorry. Almost chopped your head off. That was not very nice of me. Nope. Can't have that. Okay, so now we have enough money. So I think we're gonna go and we could also save up for the tree farm repairs because we do need a lot of wood. But I kind of have my eye on that chicken coop, so I think that's what we're gonna do. It doesn't really matter that much. We're gonna get to all of it eventually. Let's just grab a bit more here. There, cool. Okay. Let's head over to Frank again so that we can get that ordered. And then we can pick up this little quest as well. Let's grab some more of this. Yep. Oh, that reminds me. I also need to make more chum and try and fish for some more of those special fishies that we need for... well, I think we need it for taming the axolotl, which is sitting somewhere. I don't know if we if we saw it when we passed by with the bunnies. It's actually sitting over behind our house there on the riverside. But I kind of thought we were supposed to get a quest related to it that helps us with the taming and teaches us how to tame it. So I haven't tried. But I think we need this special fish that we can get with the chum, which means we need to cook up some more of that, which we need the worms for. And then what else did we need for the chum? I've forgotten. What do we need for making chum? Seaweed would be one, and worms, and oh, we need shrimps. That would be a reason to start remembering to emptying out my fish traps. But yeah, it's another thing to kind of work on over time because there's so many things to do in this game, man. Yeah, there's just so much to do all the time. It can get a little bit confusing and overwhelming sometimes with all the stuff and deciding, okay, what am I gonna do today and what am I not gonna do and what am I gonna save for later. Okay, so we have 10,000. I think we're gonna upgrade this, right? So that's what we're gonna do. Nice. So now that is ready for tomorrow. That is one more thing kind of ticked off our list of things. Oh, look at that. You are having a little flight, little dandelion. Okay. I wish I could fly like that. I do have room, so I'm kind of thinking we should maybe just pop down here now that I'm talking about it, because otherwise I usually tend to ignore these. I don't remember. We got a shrimp from somewhere, but where did we get it last time we were trying to get shrimps? I think that was actually for the chum quest. Did we just get it from this, or did I bait them and then we got it, or did we get it from fishing? I don't remember. Well, I could put some fish bait in some of them at least. I don't have anything for that right now. I need to make some shellfish bait, but I can at least bait these, which should technically give us some better stuff than we get otherwise. But we can definitely get snails. Let's just put you in there. Yes, and then I saw it. Yes, it's right over here. I don't even remember if we have looked at it actively in a video, but this is what I was talking about. The little axolotl. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. It wants a special fish, and I think if you feed it, from what I remember that people have talked about, if we feed it this fish, then tomorrow it's gonna want a different type of fish. So it's not necessarily gonna want to have, I don't know how many days it takes to tame this, but it's gonna take different types of fish. So we need all those special fish that you can get when you use chum to fish, right? And of course we don't have the habitat for it, so that's another reason we're gonna need an aquarium or something. So of course that's probably the quest line I'm waiting for, so that we can actually get into taming it. So for now we're not gonna tame it, but eventually we will. Didn't actually get that flower. Give me that, thank you. Let's just grab a little bit up here since we are out here, right? So let's get this. We also have all these. There's like goats. I want that little black one there. The little black sheep. We want that. There's also this little one. That is kind of, I call it a pink sheep. It has like a weird little color. But it kind of looks pink in certain, when the light is a certain way. Okay, let's grab this and this. Nice. Thank you. And now I'm losing track of what I actually wanted to do, because I got distracted by the little axolotl. But we are definitely gonna want to tame that eventually too, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy, I've gotten a new habit of saying right all the time. Well, I don't know if it's a new habit. I do that every now and then. I was trying to grab that feather, which it didn't quite work out for me. But it's okay. But I do tend to have this where I kind of use an expression and then I get stuck on it. So I keep saying it. And I've noticed in these videos I keep saying right. So much that it actually starts to bother me now. I'm sorry about that, guys. Oh, I guess I didn't have enough room. So now my bottles are here. That's not good. Let's see if we can pop something off. Usually it's actually that I get stuck on. Do you guys have words like that too? That you just kind of like, it starts bothering you that you keep saying something or use some kind of expression so much that it just starts even bugging yourself. That happens to me every now and then, especially when I'm recording, because I'm often recording several videos in a row and then suddenly I'm like, oh boy, stop saying that. But it's just really hard to stop. Okay, I don't have room for that seed in there. I'm gonna have to find some other room for it. But for the time being, I really wanted to grab this and this. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can get this butterfly as well, which should be, ooh, right there. Nice. Okay. Yep. And let's grab these and let's just go down here. And oh, did it just disappear there for a moment? I felt like it just went invisible for a second. Okay, well, let's grab this and take anything that's free lying around here and maybe potentially, no, you're a little too low or a little too high. Oh, there we go, got it. Cool. Okay, can I get this one? Yes. Oh, we're getting a whole bunch of butterflies. Lovely. Let's see, where is it gonna come? Where are you? Oh, there. Okay, might be too far away. I don't know if that's in town or I think it's all the way out on one of the islands potentially. Thing is, sometimes it's on all the way out in the sea, so a dandelion. But yeah, of course you can just use the screenshot function to kind of take a look without running out there, especially if you use F11, right? And we can just pause time if you need to look for something. That can be handy with the legendaries if you just want to look for the legendaries and save some time so you don't spend your entire day running around looking for them. Some might consider that a bit cheaty, but it's kind of handy, right? It is a game. And it might be a little bummer running around looking for something, or especially if it's a special one with the rainbow. Just make sure you don't, log out of your game and log back in and then expect the rainbow to be there, because then it will be a different day and there won't necessarily be a rainbow spawning if you do that. So if you log in and there's a rainbow, make sure to go and see if you can get that legendary without or while it's there, because it might be a long time before you see a rainbow again. But that's when it can be handy with that F11, because it pauses time. So you can kind of use this drone camera, right? So right now time is paused, it's not passing, and then you can kind of move all around the map. It moves a bit slowly when you move around like this, but at least you're not spending any in-game time doing this. If you use F10, then time is still passing. So if you use this one, the screenshot mode, which is F10, then time will still be passing, and you can kind of, or did I press F10? I did. So you can see my character is actually moving now. But if I do this, it is not moving. So that's F11. Just a little tip in case you didn't know. I have mentioned it before. But not everyone watches all my videos, right? Sometimes people pop in the middle of everything, and then they might not have heard what I've mentioned before, or can't remember it, because I do not remember everything that I have talked about in the last 69 videos, including this one. So I don't expect you guys to remember all of that either. But there's a lot of little things and things you can do to make things a little bit easier for yourself sometimes, right? Okay, so now we're gonna have an increase to our chicken coop tomorrow. That is cool. I'm gonna have to remember to pop in an extra 3 chickens, because we do have them sitting around in a storage, so we might as well have them in the chicken coop producing eggs and feathers, right? And poop for us. Never forget the poop. The poop is really important for many things. But yeah, that was it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, do take care and happy gaming.